Earning a few credit card points is easy, but maximizing your points and miles strategy takes a little bit of thought so that you can get the most out of your pieces of plastic and metal. So here's my personal credit card strategy that I'm going to be using over the next 6 months to earn points as efficiently as possible. I have 5 strategies I will talk about in this video, and I'll go one by one. The first one is focusing on Chase credit cards. This is something that I've already been doing for the past year and will continue to do for the remainder of 2024. I really want to make sure that any Chase card I want to apply for, I am eligible for, and that is largely due to the Chase 524 rule, which states that if you have been approved for 5 or more personal credit cards in the past 24 months, Chase will in most cases auto deny you for that new credit card application. And I have been trying my absolute best to stay under Chase 524, and I've been doing the same with my wife's credit cards. So we are both currently at 324, which means that we could get approved for 2 more Chase credit cards in the last 24 months before we are auto denied for Chase cards in the future. So we are going to do our best to keep our 524 status as low as possible, and one big way that we are able to keep our status low is by applying for business credit cards. If I get approved for a business card, then my 524 status is not going to increase. So I could be at 324, get approved for a business card, and then I'll stay at 324. Now I'm in the fortunate position to have an LLC with expenses, and so it makes sense to apply for business cards. And why not go for them? Because they usually have pretty nice welcome offers attached to those business cards. Of course, you can do the same by applying for business cards if you have self-employment income of any kind, but there's definitely a couple personal Chase cards out there that I want to get. Even though they're not the absolute best, I might as well get them while I'm under 524, like the Chase Aeroplan card from Air Canada or the World of Hyatt card. Strategy number 2 that I'm going to be focusing on is getting large welcome offers. This should be the goal for many of you, as long as you can hit the minimum spend requirement in the amount of time the card issuer gives you. You might want to try to stretch yourself a little bit. Now, of course, definitely don't overspend in any situation. Do your best to keep your spending low as much as you possibly can, but there are some credit card offers out there that you probably want to go for that maybe you've been holding back on. There are 2 that I'm looking at right now: the AMEX Business Gold card and the Chase Ink Preferred. I already have these 2 cards. Well, my wife has the Business Gold card, but I do not. And then the Chase Ink Preferred, yes, I do have one under my LLC, and so does my wife, but I could still get both of these cards. The Amex Business Gold card is definitely not one that I would recommend to a ton of people, but it is out there with a really nice welcome offer if you want to apply for it. Yes, it does have a $375 annual fee, but it does have a few credits that can kind of make up for it a little bit, but really what I'm after is the large welcome bonus. The typical one out there is 70,000 points when you spend $10,000 in the first 3 months. Yes, a very high minimum spend requirement, but I got a targeted offer in my email saying that I could earn 150,000 points for the same amount of spend in 3 months. Now, $10,000 is a lot of money to spend in just 3 months, but my business will most likely spend over $10,000 in the next 3 months, so this is on my radar. So if you can hit the minimum spend, these are great cards to go after, or other cards with large welcome bonuses, because you will really maximize the amount of points that you can earn with just signing up for 1 credit card or 2 cards, because these bonuses will get you more points than if you were just earning 5% cash back or 5 times points on every category and never applying for a new card and earning a welcome bonus. But the next strategy definitely has something to do with the amount of welcome bonuses I might receive in the next 6 months. And that point is that I want to be in good standing with all my credit card issuers. Currently, I have credit cards from Chase, American Express, and Capital One, and there are some other issuers in there too that I just have one card with, but mainly Chase, American Express, and Capital One. I want to be in good standing with them, and I want to make sure that they don't view me as a bad customer. Typically, it's said that you want to be spending on all of your active cards so that the credit card issuer doesn't deactivate the card and close your account, and that is something that I am definitely going to do in the next month or two with all of my cards. I'll just put a couple transactions here and there on all of the cards to make sure that the issuers know that I still want to keep those open. I have done not quite a great job of that in the past couple months. I have been letting a couple cards just go without charges for at least 3 to 5 or 6 months, and so I need to get back in the habit of using every single credit card I have active, because between my wife and I, we have 27 active credit cards, so we got to get back on top of that. It's also great that I'm utilizing this player 1 and player 2 strategy, where if I sign up for a card that I also want my wife to get, well, I can just refer her to that same card and we can earn a referral bonus. And so we're just earning a ton of points between the two of us. And so I can spare going after a large welcome bonus for a few weeks while I'm spending money on all of my active cards. I'm really just trying to do the best thing for my long-term strategy of all the credit card issuers thinking that I'm a good customer, because earning all of these points really fast doesn't matter as long as these issuers want to shut down my accounts or not approve me for future accounts. Strategies 4 and 5 are a little bit more specific, and it's possible that I won't 100% execute on these perfectly, just like the previous 3. So number 4 is going to be adding a city card in the next 12 months, and more specifically, a city thank you point earning card. I would love to have access to a city's transfer partners, and there's really not anything too special about their specific partners. It's just that I want more diversification between my Chase, AMEX, and Capital One points. I would love to add Citi into the mix so that I could have 4 really solid options for transferring out my points to their partners. In case one of them has a transfer bonus and the other 3 do not, I want to be able to utilize any one that I want at any given time so that I can save the most credit card points and go on the most amount of trips that I can. And Citi's best card that I can see right now is the Citi Strata Premier. This one is a $95 annual fee card, and it just got revamped and it looks better than the original Citi Premier, so I really do want that card at some point in the next 12 months, and I may end up getting it in the next 6 months. We'll just have to see how everything plays out, because I do need to balance this with also getting large welcome offers, and the Citi Strata Premier does have a limited time offer as of filming this video of 75,000 points when you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months, but I do think that limited time offer might go away before I'm able to apply for my next card, and I'll have to see if I really want that one instead of one of these big business card welcome offers that are over 100,000 points. Strategy number 5 is that I don't need another hotel credit card. I have currently been approved for the IHG Premier credit card and the IHG Business Premier credit card, and my wife just got the Business Premier credit card. So the only one that would really finish this whole setup is if she got a personal IHG card, but we are swimming in the IHG points. I have been booking and staying in IHG hotels. In fact, I'm in one right now, Holiday Inn Singapore Atrium, but I am just not using my IHG points fast enough to keep up with all of the welcome offers I've been receiving on these cards. It's definitely possible that my wife ends up getting the personal IHG card from Chase, because it is a keeper card in my opinion, because you do get an anniversary free night with a $99 annual fee. But there are plenty of other hotel credit cards that we could look at, and a lot of other people do get them. The Marriott cards, the Boundless, the Business, Brilliant, and Ritz-Carlton card are all very popular among credit card enthusiasts, but I don't stay in a lot of Marriott properties. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I did. There are the Hyatt cards, there's the personal card and the business card. I don't think the business card is very good, so I might never get that, but there is the personal card that a lot of people like because it does have an anniversary free night for just $95 annual fee, and this card is definitely something that interests me as somebody that cares so much about Chase credit cards, but I don't think the welcome offer is very good. In fact, I could just use my Chase Ultimate Rewards points and transfer them over to Hyatt, and most of these Ultimate Rewards earning cards from Chase are going to be way better than that Hyatt card. And then there's Hilton, the last major hotel chain when it comes to credit card rewards. And yes, we do have a few Hilton credit cards. My wife has them. She has the no annual fee Hilton Honors card and the Hilton Business card. I don't think we're going to get the Surpass or the Aspire card anytime soon, even though I really like those cards and they currently have an amazing limited time offer. There's just nothing too special about those cards that make me really want to sign up for them and taking up a Chase 524 slot. I think those cards are going to be great for us, but in a couple years, not a couple months. And hopefully this helps you think about your credit card strategy and how you want to apply for your next cards. I am really loving the Chase cards right now, and I'm loving huge welcome bonuses from business cards. So what about you? Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about your next cards that you might apply for. And if you do want to check out any credit cards, I do have a link in my description that you can click on and apply for a card, and that would be a huge way to help support the channel. And in this video I talked a lot about Chase credit cards, and you can watch this one on how I have 8 cards right now, and I titled it My Ultimate 524 Strategy. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.